Okay, you're welcome back to Heroic Academy. So I'm about to edit or re-edit the website of one of my students in preparation for the ongoing Heroic competition. Okay, so this is the front end project of one of my students, Saheed Olarewaju. I believe I got it right. All right, very good. So I've edited this before, but I missed all these links. I did not click on the links to check. Okay, but I have to start over again. So I started by saying that this logo is big, so you have to reduce the logo, and this one also. And one more thing I noticed in my previous videos was that the cursor was not showing, so I mistakenly disabled the cursor while making the video, and it might confuse students, and I pray they can cope with it. They'll be able to find, because the cursor will actually help me point at things. So I was thinking that the cursor was visible. I later found out that it was not, but it's okay. So I've enabled it now. Alright, so make this smaller, this small a little bit. Then this, instead of this starting from this end, maybe to start, this should start somewhere here, maybe somewhere here, and end somewhere here. So the text, the rest of the text will flow to the next line. So you have to reduce the width of this container or paragraph, whatever you use for it. Reduce the width. Okay, so that's it. Then come down here. I've talked about aligning this to be like this one, but it's not a must. Okay, so if you align it, maybe this one will have more than 3, but my own has just 3, but it's not a must that it must be 3. You can still have one more here, so it will be maybe 2 line, so but still okay like this. And another thing I didn't point out is some of these icons, you use the icon you use for it does not reflect what they are. For example, this portfolio, you are using blog icon for portfolio. Okay, so you shouldn't. So you look for an icon that will match what you are offering. Okay, so that said, then the next one, okay, add is okay. Okay, this one is partners too. In this partner, you look for maybe a handshake icon, so it will go well with partnering. Okay, then for advertisement, okay, this is okay. I think other ones are okay. Affiliates too. Affiliates, you have to also check icon for affiliates, so be conscious of the icon you use, very important. All right, so that's all about icons. So you have to come down here. The same thing, I've talked about this once before. So web design and development, it's okay. Then for this mobile app development, change this to mobile app icon. Okay, ICT consultancy, okay, maybe you can manage this one, but this one is supposed to be maybe human, somebody, icon of somebody, maybe somebody with computer, so that will make more sense. Okay, yes. Then this graphic design, look for graphic design icon. Then Microsoft Office, look for Microsoft, even though this one can serve for Microsoft Office, but if you can get another specific icon for Microsoft Office, that would be okay. And don't say Microsoft Offices, no, just Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office is actually a collection of applications, so it is not offices but office. Okay, then digital marketing, you'll have to also look for an icon that will depict digital marketing. So I talked about you giving good padding for this this. Okay, try to maintain equal padding whenever you are making your coding. Okay, maintain equal padding. Okay, maybe you can increase the padding a little bit to give it more breathing space, even though this padding are okay anyway, but I'm kind of thinking you should increase this from here, maybe give it like 50 pixel padding. The same for this one, 50 pixel padding. All right, okay, so coming down here, I think these ones are okay. Okay, I've talked about this. The this gray color seem to be darker, so reduce the thickness of it, lighten it a bit, okay, so that it won't be too dark. All right, so every other thing is okay. For this one, I've also talked about it. Give space, so this will shift a bit down. Okay, give padding bottom to this, or margin bottom to this paragraph, so that it will push these buttons down a bit. Button is so close to this, so close to it. Okay, so that's said. I think every other thing is okay. Then let me quickly click on the link. Okay, Academy here. Okay. Let me just see. You've really done so much, actually. You've really done a lot of things here. Okay, let me start by this one with this let me check. I think it's not bad. You even did this and you even got it. That's nice. That's good. I think it's not bad at all. The only thing is padding. You talk about the left and right padding here. Okay, you should give it more padding, like 50 pixel padding or 100 pixel padding. Okay, and this space at the center, try to make this space at the center to be equal to this space here. You understand? The center space should be equal to space here, so that it will make more sense. Okay, can use grid to achieve it. Okay, you use grid gap, give grid gap to it. Okay, so it will give you what you want, right? That's said. So the same thing with this one. When you come here, when you add the heading, you have to give a bit button margin to this heading, so that this will not be quite close to the heading. So also this one. Okay, a little bit of bottom margin, so it should shift downwards. This one also, padding, should give padding top bottom padding. Space is okay, but this button, it doesn't have bottom padding at all, or margin button. Okay, but so it's resting on here, on this area, but there should be padding here. Okay, otherwise the work is nice. And again, the padding, I've talked about padding a lot, so be conscious of padding. Like you see how this one has padding space, but this one doesn't have it. Okay, be conscious of it. And again, when you add icon, make sure you give space. So you give margin, left margin, right margin to that icon. When you give right margin to this icon, it will push the text a bit far from it. So the icon shouldn't touch the text or come very close to the text. There must be space between the icon and the text link. Okay, that said, then I think everything is in order. Okay, so that's for the academy. Now let's go to shop. Okay, I've checked your shop before. You did a fantastic work here. You actually followed my tutorial quite well, and you really built a wonderful shop here. You're doing a good job, I must say. So if you watch this shop, you see, just always be conscious of this pattern. You see that the pattern is perfect. That is the same pattern I want you to maintain in other application you are building. Okay, see uniform padding from top to bottom, uniform padding, even the width as the footer. Do you see how you were able to use uniform padding for this, for left and the right? Okay, and you got it right. Makes sense, right? Yes, I'm quite impressed. Okay, let's go back again. Then blog. Okay. So here in this blog, I think this, you should shift this a little bit. Give padding. I mean, yeah, more padding, left and right padding a bit to this sash. Okay. Then if I'm the one working, I'll put this text at the center instead of the left. It should be at the center. Okay, for me, but if it is a preference, that's okay. But me, I would have wanted it to be at the center. Okay, but it's not a must anyway. It depends on you. Okay, so then the height of this image box, you should increase it. So maybe to get to this point. Okay, to get to this place somehow. Okay, so this one will shift to one a little bit. Then shift this one a bit. Give space between the heading and the author. Little bit of a space. Maybe you can also give a bit of space for the icon too. Okay, otherwise think you did a wonderful work here. Wonderful work. I'm so proud of you. Yes. I think it's not bad. Did a good job. Let me see if you connect. Okay, you've not connected them, but so far so good. You go places to do this. So far so good. All right, so far so good. And the only thing I also want to say about your color, this actually your what do you call it, your brown color, blue, but I would have, if I'm the one using it, I would have made it to be a bit, as in darken the blue a bit. This highlight blue, darken it a bit, so it won't be shouting. Okay, but the way when you look at it, this is actually the color of a link in a website. Someone browsing your website the person might easily mistake this to be a link. It's not a link, looking at this now, the person will want to click on it and the person knows that it's not a link. Okay, but this one is a link, you understand? So this is actually the actual default color of a link in a web page. You understand? If you can darken it a little bit, it will be fine. But it's not bad like the way it is anyway. It's not bad the way it is. Okay. One more thing is okay, I think there's no problem. There's no issue here. Heading be here. There's no issue. It's okay. Everything is. Sorry. Everything is fine. I think then the only thing is you see a space between the title and this 6 months, little bit of bottoms margin. Give it a bit of a bottom margin. Okay, just a little bit. Let me show you my own blog so that I know you imitated my blog. So that let's look at it now together. Let's look at it together quickly so that I'll show you. So you see what I'm talking about now. When you come here, you see that this title is not very close to the name, the author and month. And also this, they also have spaces. That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, so you see spaces, little space, just little, it mustn't be much. So see, this is a bit far from this. There's space in between, so that's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, I have space in between. After the heading, I have a space. Okay, so that is it. Okay, if you check all my blog, check all of everything there, see that after the heading you have a space before whatever that follows it. Okay, but if it doesn't have space, then I will make it grayed out, so you'll be seeing it a bit, it won't be too visible. Okay, so that's by the way, but I think you did a good job, a very good job, and I appreciate that. Okay, so let me see if you have other links. No other links. Okay, thank you so much. You dedicated a lot of work. Dedicated time to do this, and I must say you did a good job. Okay, thank you so much. just do these little corrections here and there, and upload it immediately to follow other instructions in my video to upload it to Heroic Talent's website and start promoting it for voting. We don't have much time to spare. All right, thank you so much.